I have a confession to make. Type 1 diabetes doesn't stop me, but it does slow me down, especially for juice breaks. Type 1 diabetes is exhausting. I may look like a normal person, but I have a robotic pancreas that keeps beeping at me randomly day and night. There's a constant hum in my brain, checking in with how I feel, guessing about carbohydrate content of snacks and meals, and calculating insulin dosages around all of that. Thankfully, along with my insulin pump and glucose sensor, I also have spoons to help me manage life as a type 1 diabetic. In this video, I'm going to be talking about spoon theory and how it can be used to support those of us with type 1 diabetes in managing our energy and our health. Hello. My name is Michelle Stevens. I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes in 1992, December, just in time for the holidays. I'm the founder of My Body, My Queen, where I support ambitious women in adapting to their body's needs, adding practical, playful, and pleasurable self-care to their lives so that they can heal their love-hate relationship with fitness, self-care, and rest. Do you have type 1 diabetes? Go ahead and leave a comment below. So back in 2015, a coworker of mine told me that she was having a low spoon night. And I must have looked at her with a funny face because she said, "Don't you know what spoon theory is?" She had chronic pain and assumed that I knew about spoon theory because I also had a chronic invisible illness. Little did I know that she was about to completely change how I manage my health. In case you haven't heard of spoon theory, let me give you a quick synopsis. I definitely recommend going to butyoudon'tlooksick.com to read the original spoon theory story. You might want to grab some tissues first. See, spoon theory is a way for us to explain what it's like to have our energy affected day to day by chronic illness. Chronic illness is an energy thief. It's typically unpredictable too. Some days we wake up with lots of energy. You can visualize it like a pile of spoons. And some days we wake up with less. The goal is to get to the end of the day with enough energy to do what you have to do. For those of us who deal with chronic pain, flare-ups can happen. They often do. And they steal our energy. In type 1 diabetes, those flare-up days are the days where our blood sugars are either all over the place, running high or running low. It takes more energy to go through the day with an out-of-range blood sugar, right? If you're living with type 1 diabetes and other autoimmune illnesses, that's all the more reason to try using spoon theory. Stress drains our energy, which affects our immune system. A flare-up of one condition can lead to other flare-ups too. Don't worry, this isn't another thing to calculate. You can keep it really simple. As you go through your morning routine, assess if you're low, medium, or high energy. Little hint, if you were treating a high or low blood sugar in the middle of the night, you're probably a little low on energy, aka spoons. As you go through your day, notice how your energy is changing. If you're running high, your spoons are probably disappearing a little faster than they would during your normal activities. A day with multiple low blood sugars are going to be more tiring than a normal day. Spoon theory isn't rocket science, but it has changed my life because it allowed me some grace of not being like everyone else. I hold myself to a different standard now. I no longer try to keep up with my peers. I know that I'm going to move a little more slowly on projects because at baseline, I'm already doing a lot with counting carbs, giving insulin dosages, changing pump and sensor sites, monitoring my blood sugar, and treating my blood sugar. Staying alive with type 1 diabetes is already an accomplishment. Everything else is a bonus. On medium energy days, I enjoy myself. On low energy days or in low energy moments, I do less. On high energy days, I make sure not to overdo it. It's a bummer to have a high energy day only to overdo it and be exhausted the next day. This is especially important if you have multiple chronic illnesses. Exhausting yourself can lead to other flare-ups. Plus, you know stress and exhaustion affect your blood sugars. Using spoon theory is not just reactive. Over time, you'll be able to notice your own patterns and be proactive about saving your energy. For me, it means that I get more self-care and sleep, which means I end up needing less time off for stress-induced autoimmune illnesses. I know it's tough to admit that you're not like everyone else. There's still so much you can do though. It just takes more planning and energy with type 1 diabetes, if we're being completely honest with ourselves. Adapting day to day can help you to keep going in the long term. If you found this useful, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. And if you want to be notified of new videos on diabetes, spoon theory, learning about hormones and autoimmune conditions, or just general self-care, click subscribe. So now I'm curious, are you going to try using spoon theory in your life and noticing your energy this week? If so, leave a comment below. I would love to know how it goes. Wishing you the best of success and just the right amount of energy. Take care.